What's going on, people? So, below the collar, right? It's like a little sub store of pro wrestling tees, or at least it used to be up until like a week ago or something. Whenever, actually, I think it was the first that they ended their whole thing, whatever. So, I had recently bought some stuff from there. Didn't realize that it was like shutting down like that or whatever at the time. So, the stuff that I bought, I wasn't really gonna like talk about. I just did it in live and figured, all right, well, here's this. But then when they sent out the thing saying that like they're done, I was like, oh well, maybe I will make a quick video over the things that I bought. So here's this quick video over the things that I bought. There'll also be some pro wrestling tees things in here, but you know that'll be at the lower end of the stack. Though actually it's most of the stack really. But anyway, so first up we have this one right here, right? So as you know, I'm a huge sports guy, and the Caucasians is definitely my favorite team, right? So there's that. Pick this up because why not, right? You gotta represent your city or your team or whatever the thing is that people always say, right? Some people get like super into like the sports. Well, yeah, man, we're gonna do it. It's like you have nothing to do with that team and you know it. You know, like that's all them, all their effort. You're just sitting there praising them when they do something well and hating them when they do something wrong. Moving along, next shirt here is going to be Bartman, right? So if you were around in the earlier 90s or whatever, I was in third grade, I think, when the Bartman thing was happening, if I recall correctly. So I saw this, I was like, well, yeah, let's go ahead and check that out, right? Why not get that in the mix, in the shirt collection, which is obnoxiously large now. And last but certainly not least, from the below the collar section, is this right here, To Catch the Predator, right? So obviously it's a joke on a couple different things there, right? So I saw this and was like, well, let's go ahead and get that because it'll probably make for a good Comic-Con shirt later, you know? Which is one of the things I liked about there is like they had all these like pop culture type things, so you could pick those up. And sometimes they're like funny, sometimes they're just references to things. You've probably seen them in some of my other videos. This is actually one of them right here, right? Which is kind of an older shirt, but you know, figured, hey, since I'm doing this video, may as well break it out. So I guess this will be the fourth shirt. But either way, moving on past that, I did pick up some pro wrestling tees things in that same order, or at least in that same video. So I'll show those real quick. This right here, House of Black things. Actually, you know what? I just saw the House of Black last night at AEW Collision because they were in town. So I've been wanting this shirt for a while. Finally pulled the trigger on it. Figure let's go ahead and do that, and don't regret it because it looks really cool in person. Also picked up this one because it seemed like a thing worth having. I've wanted it for a long time, for about as long as the Death Triangle has been in existence. And once again, just finally got around to buying it. I buy a lot of shirts from there, right? I do a lot of the reviews every couple months just to kind of let people know how things are working. And for whatever reason, I always make these orders and then forget about like something that I've wanted forever. I'll get some new things, some old things, but there's always something I forget about. This was a Top Rope Tuesday sort of deal, right? It's going to be Darby Allin's Halloween shirt. So I totally missed my window to break this out. I mean, I guess I can wear it whenever I want to. I'm an adult. I can do what I want. But it makes more sense, you know, around the later October days. So there is that. But still a cool shirt to have. So hopefully I remember that I have it in about 9 months from now. We'll see what happens though. And we have this right here. It's going to be a Young Bucks shirt. It's like the Maui thing because Maui was on fire, I think, right? Right? I feel like that's what happened. And so the proceeds from sales of this went to help that. So I don't know how that went for them because I mean, it's the Young Bucks. They don't seem to be as famous anymore, or at least as popular in some ways. So I don't know if that shirt sold like it would have in 2018, which actually I was just talking about 2018. Seconds ago. This right here is another shirt and it says, oh, worked everyone. So yeah, I bought this one because I have the Outwork Everyone shirt, so you needed to complete the set. And I actually got a botched version of the t-shirt colored one not too long ago, like in the last botched set of shirts I got. So if you saw that looking familiar, well, that's probably why. And then right here, Bang Bang Gang, right? So very cool. Picked this up because I saw it on Juice Robinson, and then they finally put it on the shirt store, and then as soon as they did, I want to say I bought it almost immediately. And another one that I kind of just had to have was the Tony Storm shirt, because I'm a big Tony Storm guy, at least nowadays. Before I was like, it was kind of indifferent, but she was fine. Nowadays, like, I actually care to see her when she's on TV. So there's that. So figured I'd get that shirt, right? And it would have been nice, like I did have tickets to see Dynamite this coming Wednesday in Charleston, but I think I'm going to be sitting that one out. So I'll just be pushing those tickets off to someone else. And just, yeah, there's a whole thing about it. I'll talk about some AEW stuff later. But yeah, so that's what that is, right? A couple shirts below the collar. They used to make a bunch of things. The store is now gone. They turned into an Etsy store. I don't know how that's going to work exactly, because when they did their standard store, it was the same thing like pro wrestling tees. Oh, do you want a long sleeve shirt? Do you want a short sleeve shirt? Do you want a tank top? Do you want a V-neck? Is it a woman's cut? Is it a child's cut? So many options. And I think now it's just like, do you want a shirt? Yes or no? It's like, guess it makes it easier for them. It makes it not so great for me though. But, at least they're still out there, so there is that. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I got one more video. Actually, no, that's a live, so I don't have to do that right now at all. I just need to clean up this mess. Later, people.